What is up everybody, welcome back to another stock market video. Today we're going to talk about the Tesla battery day that's coming up on the 22nd of September. But for me it'll be 8:30 in the morning on September 23rd, so this video might come after that. Please hit like to support the new channel and feel free to subscribe if you're interested in investing. With that said, let's get on with the video. So just quickly, the format of the video. Part 1, we're going to look at the stock chart and what's been happening. Part 2, we're going to talk about battery day. Part 3, about the million mile battery. Part 4, the Tesla car prices in New Zealand and a quick portfolio update. And Part 5, my final thoughts on what I'll do after battery day. So having a quick look at the technical chart, we can see that Tesla's hovering about $450 at the moment, and it's swinging between these 2 points here that I've created, between 400 and 450. So as I pull the chart out of it, we can see at the beginning of the month that it had its high at about $540, and it had that big sell-off and a dip right down to about $300. Slowly as battery day comes approaching, it's been slowly climbing back into this channel and just going back and forth. So part 2, talking about battery day, the real excitement came after this tweet here by Simon Moores, and we can read, the Tesla battery tin has arrived. So this is the new cell produced at Fairmont and is central to the battery day announcements and new production process on battery day. So the excitement is around this picture here of this new battery, and they're asking for information if anyone knows anything about it. So we already know that Tesla sells all their cars that they make. Combine this with reducing the price of their cars, not because their cars aren't selling, but simply because to pass the cost savings on to the customer, which is very smart because this is a good way to grow your market share. So in this article here, they talk about the battery reducing over time. This is very important because the cost of the battery can impact the total cost of the car. So they've said here that Tesla's pack level costs have reached $158.27 per kilowatt hour in 2019, a decline of over $100 compared to the last 4 years ago. And they've also added that this is getting close to the $100 per kilowatt hour price point that many industry observers consider to be the magic number that brings the EVs to cost parity with legacy vehicles. So this just simply means that if they bring the cost of the battery down, their cars will be a lot cheaper and therefore will be able to compete with the combustion engines. So this just simply means if they keep driving the cost of the battery down, that these cars will be able to compete with the price point of the traditional cars out there that we have at the moment. So let's just watch this clip right here talking about the cost of the battery getting lower each year, and people are expecting that they get under $100 per kilowatt hour, and this would cause the stock price to go up.
It has to do with the battery costs for Tesla and other automakers as they're building electric vehicles. Look how much it's come down for Tesla. This is according to Cairn Energy Research Advisors. They basically break down batteries, look at the battery pack, look at the battery management system, and they say that Tesla is now down to $156 per kilowatt hour.
So they're just saying if the cost of the battery keeps going down, this will reflect on the cost of the total car coming down, which will be able to compete with the other traditional cars out there at the moment. In part 3, another expected announcement is the million mile battery, and the reason why that's important is because it's stated in this article here where it reads, the problem is that the fully discharging and recharging every day puts greater stress on the battery and degrades its components more rapidly. But simply maintaining the current lifespan of a Tesla battery pack, which is about 300,000 to 500,000 miles, isn't enough. Long-haul electric trucks and robo-taxis will be packing in way more daily miles than your average commuter, which is why Musk wants a battery that can last for 1 million miles. So this is really important, having a 1 million mile battery, because now people won't be worried about the reliability of the battery because it can last for a really long time, probably much longer than the car itself. So an electric vehicle already has less maintenance than traditional cars, so if the battery can last this long, if you break it down over the years, it might actually be financially economical to consider buying a Tesla even at very high prices. So for me, we have a family car and we spend about $2,000 per year just on petrol alone. So if you take that over 20 years, we've spent over $20,000. So if we were to charge it up with electricity, it'll be way cheaper than that. So you could offset the petrol savings price versus the cost price of the car when you buy it. So in the next part, let's have a quick look of how much Tesla cars cost to buy in New Zealand and see if it is affordable or not. So just for comparison, the average salary here in Christchurch, New Zealand, I've just quickly looked up, is $63,000 per year. So right here from the New Zealand Tesla website, we can see that a Model 3 drive-away price is $85,011. Pretty expensive. And here, having a look on Trade Me, which is New Zealand's equivalent of eBay, we can see that the cars start from $80,000 for a Model S, all the way down to a Model X at $150,000 pretty much. So these cars are not really affordable for the average person just yet. So just quickly on my portfolio before my final thoughts, we can see here that I've got a total of $15,500 and we've got all our gains back of $2,300. So my final thoughts on Tesla Battery Day is that if it's good news, the stock is probably going to climb back up to where its previous highs were, which were $540. But I also think that after Battery Day is over and as the next coming days after, people will end up taking their profits as the prices have gone pretty high and it'll come back down again. And if we get bad news or the news is underwhelming, no doubt there'll be a sell-off and this will drive the stock price down. So if the stock does continue to go down, I'll be setting up a limit buy at under $370. But regardless, I'm pretty excited about how Battery Day is going to play out. Well, that's enough for me today. Let me know in the comments what you think will happen on Battery Day. With that said, thank you for watching, have a good day, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.